Hey there, I get asked all the time as a clinical psychologist, as a teacher in the field of mental health, what can I do on a daily basis that's useful, that can support my mental health, that can support me in feeling more grounding and ease, that can support me in having perspective in the midst of all this information and turbulence and uncertainty that's happening in the world right now, that can support me in even maybe enjoying life a bit more. What can I do that's really useful? So I spent the last couple decades figuring this out, and there's things that I apply to my daily life that supports me, and I spread it across a global community. And I'm about to share 5 useful tips with you that can support your mental health today. Stay tuned. If you're new here, then my name is Dr. Elisha Goldstein. I'm a clinical psychologist. I am the author of multiple books. I'm the founder of a global community called the Mindful Living Collective, and creator of a new type of mental health accelerator program called Uncover the Power Within. This is my personal mentorship program. And if you're interested in learning how to focus more on what matters and ultimately enjoy life more, feel more grounded in life, feel like you know what you need in any particular moment, then you can explore more. Click on the link in the description below. Okay, so here we go. The first useful tip, one that has been a complete game changer in my life, is to understand that whatever I focus on determines how I feel. In other words, if my mind is focusing on a lot of negative stuff, or it's focusing on catastrophes in the future, or ruminating on past regrets, I'm going to feel pretty weighed down. If I'm able to notice that, soften my body, take an exhale, and shift my focus onto something that I'm actually wanting to pay attention to in this moment, or maybe it's time for me to expand my awareness to focus on something that feels that I'm more appreciative of, or something that's going to give me energy in the moment, that's maybe a more skillful thing to focus on. So again, what I focus on determines how I feel, and allow that to influence your ability to have perspective and choose what you want to focus on moment to moment. Okay, so the second useful tip that I use all the time in my life that is so helpful to me and so simple is to exhale and release the body. And we need to do this as many times as we need to and as long as we need to, depending on how we're feeling. Why is this helpful? Because our mind and body are really one thing. And so we're oftentimes going around in the world getting triggered and cued into many fight, flight, freeze responses, or maybe not many ones. And so we need to pause, soften the body, to shift the activity in our brain and release with an exhale. And again, I release as many times as you need to, and maybe as loud as you need to begin to shift the activity. And again, that'll help settle the mind a bit more so you can be more aware of focusing for yourself more what matters in the moment. Okay, so the third mental health tip that is so useful and so supportive in my life and in so many people's lives is to understand that thoughts aren't facts, not even the ones that say they are. And this might be something you've heard before, but hopefully I'm helping kicking it top of mind for you in the moment. And the interesting thing about the brain, though, is the higher the stress, the more emotion there is that's happening, the more emotional activity there is that's happening, the more convincing the thought actually seems. And so this works in both ways. For people who are manic or hypomanic, they're really convinced of the euphoric thoughts that are there. But for most of us, when we're feeling anxious or depressed or just really stressed, we're also convinced of those thoughts, even though they're not facts. So continue to remind yourself, thoughts aren't facts, thoughts aren't facts, thoughts aren't facts, and allow yourself to get a little bit of space from them, because then you can investigate them and question them and understand better the reality and have a greater perspective on them. So try it on, see how it feels. All right, let's move to number 4. Okay, so this fourth one is also really important. I'm going to share with you why, and can help you shift from an activated state or stressful state to one that has more soothing in it, where you feel greater personal control. And it's something just to practice and repeat in your life. Okay, so this is a more of a somatic approach. This is about using your hands on your body to be able to move towards a sense of soothing and presence. Because when the mind is really activated, it's thinking, it's worrying, or it's ruminating, and you're just caught in a stress loop, basically. What happens is when your brain has to map a connection to your body, let's say a connection of your hands on your heart and your abdomen, or one on your abdomen and one on your heart, or one on your face and one on your abdomen here, then the part of your brain that's wired up and thinking, some of the energy of that has to be taken to the area of your brain that's mapping this sensation. This is also connected with a soothing sensation in your body. There's many different postures you can use. Heart and abdomen, both on your hand. You can put one on your forehead, one on your abdomen, like this. But just try this out, and again, soften your body. So use the first tip and combine it with this. Maybe exhale, come back to this for a minute, and do that many times throughout the day, and do it for like a minute or 5 minutes or 30 seconds, and see what you notice. Ultimately, your experience is your guide. For this next one, I'm going to go on a walk outside because this is all about what the 5th tip is about. See you there. Okay, so for number 5, I thought I'd actually give an example of this. Sometimes it's just really important to move our bodies. And this is really not anything new. But hopefully this is also kicking this top of mind. Our bodies and our minds are completely connected. And when we feel stuck mentally, sometimes the best thing to do is to move physically. Go outside, get on a walk, go on a jog, do some push-ups, or just do something that's moving your body. Do some yoga, some tai chi, whatever it might be, whatever it is that's the go-to for you, this is what you want to do. So go ahead and move your body. That's going to help shift your mind. If it's sunshine out, then allow the sunshine to splash against your face. That's very similar to the somatic one we just did, which is allowing your body to take that in and feel and sense it. Come to your sense around that, but move your body. Such an incredibly useful mental health technique. It's also really great if you have any furry friends to take your walk out with them, because they really need it and they really love it and enjoy it. And you can have happiness for their enjoyment of it, which gives you an extra little boost. Okay, I'm going to see you back in the office for a final tip, a little extra credit tip almost, that's going to circle back to our original one and can really support us with our focus and our well-being and perspective in the day. Okay, see you back there. Okay, that was great. So the final one that we've already gone through 5 and some change, but just this final one, I just wanted to note to you, when we're feeling good, we tend to feel more resilient. And we know that, just like the first one, wherever we place our focus determines on how we feel. So consider for a moment thinking about a recent memory or a memory from long ago that was meaningful to you, or something that was light and whimsical, or something that was sacred and deep. And remember it. Who was there? What was happening? What was said? Spend 10, 20, 30 seconds with it. Maybe once a day, twice a day, something like that. And you can even stack a second memory, a third memory if you want to. But allow that to enliven your attention, enliven your mind and body and how you feel, and support your resiliency in the day. Okay, that's it. If you found any of these tips useful, please remember to like this video. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, we put out great videos that support our mental health every single week. And so make sure to remember to subscribe. And if you have your own mental health tips, please put them in the comments section below. We can all benefit from the wisdom of everyone here. And again, if you want to work in a personal mentorship program with me and a number of really committed, incredible people, go ahead and explore the Uncover the Power Within program. You can click on the link in the description below. And finally, I'm just going to leave a few videos on the other end of this that I think that you'll enjoy, that'll continue to support your mental health in the days, weeks, and months ahead. Okay, I look forward to being with you next week.